Hello everyone. In the various versions of the EDAP 585 Integration Tech into Education class for the fall of 2017. This is a very quick, simple video. You will be seeing a lot of these kinds of videos as the class goes on. We are made up of 3 sections. There is the section of the class that I'm showing you right now, which is the section of the class where people meet face-to-face in room 201G. We also have a group of undergrad students from EDTP 397 who are also in the class that will also meet face-to-face in 201G. And we have a section of people that I call from the great beyond who will be taking the class online in a face-to-face mode or asynchronous mode, where they can choose to watch the videos whenever they want to. I would urge them, though, not to get too complacent about that, as this is a very full class with a lot of things to do. The reason why I'm making this video today is I want you to see how to use Collaborate. Now, if you're not in the class face-to-face, this is how you will see the class. You will be using Collaborate. If you're in the class, you may use this as a way to communicate with me on these Fridays that I'm setting aside as virtual office hours to preview the class that will come up the next week and to answer any questions about that week's class. So let me show you what it all kind of looks like when you first come in. When you go to your class, no matter which section you're in, this is your landing pad. You will come into this area where your syllabus is. By the way, the syllabuses are uploaded. They're ready for you. And we have announcements. You don't need to worry about announcements, but if you want to check on announcements about anything, you can look in here. Otherwise, you'll be getting these via email. This is where the bulk of your work is under course modules. And as you can see here, we'll be starting off with looking at a book by this gentleman by the name of Dr. Michael Fullen, Grommeyer Award winner here at the University of Louisville. And this gentleman, Sir Ken Robinson, one of my heroes. And then down here where it says EDAP 585 modules, this is the bulk of your work. Now, some of these already have videos in them. I'll be cleaning these out as they may or may not pertain to the current class. But here's where I really want you to see it. You'll notice here it says EDAP 585 Collaborate. If I click on that, it will take me to this link. When I click on that link, it is now live, and so it's waiting for me to join the room. Let me stress, if you are taking the class in the online, this is how you'll be getting to class. Otherwise, the only time you'll be using this is if you want to come in on that virtual office hours on Fridays, and I'll give you that time when I see you on Monday. This is how you would also join the class. So I'm going to click right here where it says Join Room. Now, I am on Chrome, and so what it does is it throws the, let me see if I can move this up a little bit for you to see. It throws the, now you can't see it. I apologize for that. Let me see if I can, well, I tell you what, down here there's a document. If you've ever done Chrome, you know this. And so when I click on this, it's going to start a Java app. Now let's stop right here because pretty much when you get this, you're all set to go. If you're on a Windows machine, you are going to need to download the Collab file, C-O-L-L-A-B, from here by downloading this little piece. If you are a Mac user, you're essentially going to do the same thing. What happens is it puts on your desktop, or in the case of Windows, it will put it in your Downloads folder inside your Documents folder. This little file called Collab file. That is the file that you will use to join our Collaborate group. Now when I click on my link down here in the Chrome, what will happen is it is going to launch the Java app, and this is what you see. You're going to tell it that you want to run it. The first time you do this, it's going to ask you for your connection speed. Now, since I've already done this a few times, it's not going to ask me that. It also asks if you want to start the recording, but that's for me only. You won't see that. When you get that message about connection speed, there's a little drop-down box there. Tell it, whatever your connection speed is. Now, for those of you in the great beyond, let me warn you. Connections through a wireless hookup can be problematic at best. If you have a modem at home, a wireless modem that has an Ethernet jack on the back of them, they all do, I would strongly suggest that you actually plug your laptop into that Ethernet jack. If you are going to be joining the class from a school, the wireless in most schools is fairly moderate. I would not call it robust, and in some situations it's pretty slow. Please, please, please take the time to check this out before you get serious about coming to our class. Those of you who would be coming in for the virtual office hours, again, this is how you'll do it. Notice up here at the top, I have two buttons here, one that I can click on that says Talk, and as you can see now, I am talking, and it is basically sending that voice out to whoever is in this room, and you can see the people who are in the rooms right here. If I wanted to send my video, I would click on this. We are not sending videos. What I do is for the class, and for when I see you for office hours, if you so choose to attend, is I basically show my desktop, and I'll show you what that looks like. What happens is it basically just now sends out this, and whatever I do in here, whatever I do by clicking on the modules, whatever I do, it will now show it to you who are watching. And you may have to move your box over and around to get everything to fit, but that's all there is to it. When I'm finished with this, I have the ability to actually save it as a recording. And you don't see those yet, but right here, there will be a link that will say EDAP 585 Collaborate Recordings. And that will be where you can go to look at either the virtual office hours, if you feel like you need to, or the class recording from that Monday night's class. I hope this is helpful. I hope you will take the time to try this out. It is very important that you understand how Collaborate works to be a successful member of this class if you're in the online, or if you want to join for the virtual office hours every Friday. I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday at 4:30 in room 201G. 201G is the classroom, I call it the Goldfish Bowl. When you walk in the door of the ERTC, it is the room to the right that is, one wall is all glass. I will bring food for you, nothing fancy, basically just snacks and crackers and animal crackers, because 4:30, you spend a whole day either in class or in school. Somebody needs to take care of you. I look forward to seeing everybody.